Well, hello my friends, Time Architect here, and welcome to part 2 of my world tour. And we are joined by Miah Quests and RickyCFT. In the first part of this world tour, where we checked out Spawn, my starter village, and a little bit of the Nether, in part 2 we'll be checking out the city before me. So be sure to give this video a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to check out their channels as well, they will be in the description. But let's take things in right where we jumped out of the portal and get straight into it, my friends.
What are these things? Is it going to be a road?
Oh, yeah, so the plan was to do broken overpasses here.
Oh, nice.
So I think this one might be a little too far out, but I haven't decided to move it yet. I just was laying out blocks and I thought it looked good because there was already an island there.
Yeah. It's a great idea.
And then I laid out where I'm going to do the cliffs here in stone.
Nice.
But then if we were to...
I recognize this from your most recent video.
So there's actually a few...
Your little car tutorial.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed.
My little
Must
sad...
say.
Yeah.
My sad cars.
Texturing out here looks great.
Thank you.
Love the open doors here.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even notice that. That's great.
Forgot to have the interior on here, but the plan was, it's like they evacuate so the doors would be stuck open.
For sure.
Because the kind of backstory for this build was that a tsunami wave came in and ate half of the city. That's why there will be a very steep cliff right here. Because all of it got washed into the ocean. That's why the overpass would be way out in the water.
I love a story with a build.
It just adds more immersion in it, in my opinion.
Alright, let me ask a difficult question.
Okay.
Are you going to build a sideways broken building in the water that's like fallen off?
So my original plan was that any areas that were marked out in yellow are going to be like ruined buildings, so collapsing. So I was planning on moving this one over further because the skyscraper is so big. And I was probably going to make like half of it kind of look like if it were to collapse. So half of it standing, then the other half's missing, so you'll see the inside.
Nice.
Nice.
That's the plan.
Sometimes it's good to just have a plan to work with.
Right?
Yeah, for real.
So this right here that you just dropped into, Ricky, is something that my viewers haven't seen yet.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, that's what this is for. This is supposed to be revealed in the world tour, was this little collapsed access down into my villager sewer system. I've always planned on doing it where this like collapsed in so that way you could see into the sewer. That's why I put it under here and actually decorated it.
Oh.
That was my goal all along.
That is fantastic.
So that way I can move my villagers from the breeder and into my villager trading hall.
Don't mind me just running through it real fast.
Alright.
Oh, super little villagers.
And it's super nice with the new update where you can actually waterlog minecarts. That's one of the reasons why I did it that way.
I apparently missed that part of the update. I didn't realize that was a thing.
I believe that was a 117 thing.
Well, it shows how much I was paying attention. Oh, I'm gonna have to do something with that here. That's amazing.
I think
it's
adds
a great little addition.
Yeah, absolutely. So over here we have my 4th of July special American flag.
Love it.
It should still work. I did have a creeper blow up on it, so I had to fix it.
I love that you took the time to make the star fireworks.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I wanted to have a little variety.
Did not miss that minor detail.
It actually looks pretty cool with a sunset behind it too.
Oh, I bet.
And then I tried to coordinate the colors with where it was at on the flag. So you got your reds, your whites, your whites
great.
and blues.
That's clever.
Awesome. It was funny because I
love it.
I wanted to do this flag as like, oh, I'll just do a quick little 4th of July episode. I don't have much time. I think it took me like 12 hours to do that flag. Like, I could have done a regular episode in the time it took for me to grind out all of those fireworks.
That's great.
Love it.
Yeah, the fireworks system isn't that great to deal with.
It was just a matter of crafting up all that stuff. So I guess we can...
Sorry, that's just so funny.
Yeah, definitely.
We can cruise on into my proper villager trading hall in my Dark Pyre Estate building.
This is my favorite texture in here. The way this turned out, this room.
I had a lot of fun.
Love this.
I had to rework it, I think, 3 times before I finally settled on this design.
Nice. I don't know if I'm sold on the 3D lichen. How about you?
It's an acquired thing.
Yeah. I like it on the vines, but surprisingly, the lichen sticks out to me. I guess that's what 3D is supposed to do, though, huh?
Very true. Very true. So all of these villagers should be alphabetized, and these are the primary ones that I use regularly. So it's not all of them on this floor, but we start off with the Aqua Infinity right here, and then it works its way around.
Alphabetized.
Yeah, that's great. That's
Just
going the extra mile.
considering the amount of time it would take to move them in the correct order.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is dedication.
So if we were to jump into Spectator, we can kind of get a little behind the scenes look at some of the redstone that I used to build this. I came up with this design on my own. I'm not aware of anyone
down
else
or up? Down,
that
right?
built this.
There you are.
So basically, if I were to jump back through the floor here, all I got to do is apparently push the right button. Just one moment. Okay. So if I were to just right click on the note block, drops him down, and then he'll get converted.
Nice.
And then, oh, apparently die. Well, good thing this is a copy of the world. Oh, it's because the difficulty's on easy. Yep.
Yeah, they have no chance on easy.
Yep. So, okay, this will just ensure that this is a copy of the world, because I would be absolutely devastated right now with how long it takes to get that one villager, or that I'll need to replace him.
To be the same one in the right order.
Yep.
Oh, man, yeah, that would
was
suck.
My heart kind of stopped there for you. Like, did that really just happen?
Oh, man.
So, yeah, then that's all the way around, and then we have our little bubble vaders here to get you up and down per the floors. The original plan was to use the honey blocks to go up and down, but I couldn't quite line them up correctly.
I love the upside down zombie over here.
The good old dinner bone.
It looks great there.
Jumping up in the elevator, this will take you to the next floor. And then this is the rest of the librarians that I don't use as commonly. So I finally got the last 2 in here. I think I needed Bane of Arthropods and Piercing 4. Finally got them in.
Nice.
And apparently the zombies that I had trapped in here during that episode somehow despawned. So I'll have to get them back in there.
That's a lot easier than finding the right villager, though.
100%. And these are
Calcite makes a great floor.
Yes.
I like this look.
And I tried to theme it with what the librarians were. So since the bottom floor and this floor are librarians, I went with the terracotta and the red sandstone.
Huge fan of the color orange.
So I
Yeah,
am
this room
gathered.
works.
You guys blend right in,
I am one with the wall.
right?
Oh, wow, your shirt is almost the same texture.
The funny
mine
thing
must-
is, when I made the skin, I literally didn't like have like the texture thing up. I was just using like the random color picker, color wheel,
Nice.
and that's what it came with. So the fact that it lines
Awesome.
up is just pure coincidence.
Yeah, you could camouflage in, man. That's great.
So this is my agricultural level with all my farmers on here, and my melon and pumpkin farm is overly producing to a point I actually can't keep up trading them.
Nice.
Like
It's a good problem to have.
I regret converting them just so that way I could get rid of more pumpkins and melons faster.
That's awesome.
And then
I completely appreciate that the wall is too thick, so the outside still has that black look to it.
Yeah.
The only kind of thing that I wasn't happy with is most of the outside is built with the tiled walls. So with having a block connected to them, it changes the look of the block.
Oh, yeah. You lose the flat pattern of it.
Yep.
Or, not really a pattern, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That smooth surface. It's more of the 3D effect.
Post.
Yeah.
Well, that's as far as I have on the villager breeder. I have lots more expansion to do up here. For more floors, I need to do my iron trades and then my cartographers and all that. So I got lots of room to go up.
Yeah, there's still a lot of room here. I didn't realize you had this much left. Nice.
I have grand visions of filling this thing.
That's one way to put it.
So I guess cruising on back out of my Dark Pyre State building, we get a look at my row homes. That is the home of the sugarcane farm. And flying up, this is another one of those new things as I put a roof on it.
Nice. That looks good.
Didn't quite get to fully connecting the roof in the back, but it's covered now.
Right, so there is no back. It's just look at it from the front only, and
Exactly.
then I turn, and I'm now looking at the back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video editing.
Exactly. Perfect.
I'm just following the example that Hermitcraft gives.
Learned by watching Grian.
Yep. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. Took a lot of inspiration from some of my travels over in Europe and such to build the row homes.
That's very nice.
2 floors, right?
Yep, and I think if I really wanted to, I could squeeze in one more, but it would be a little tight on the roof.
That'd be tight.
Yep.
The last thing you want to do is have to take the roof down and rebuild it.
Yeah, no thanks.
1 block higher.
I actually ran myself out of copper blocks to do this roof. This is the last copper that I have.
I am a huge fan of these just fire escape pods here. Like, this is such a minute detail that just really makes the build look awesome, in my opinion.
Thank you. It's one of those.
Yeah, I
that
didn't even notice those.
I didn't want to have a super busy front and then a boring side, so I was like, well, how can I add a little bit of interest without going super hyper detail? So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, and it's the same pattern over and over, but it works so well.
And that was actually a lot of fun to design just on the sheer simplicity of it. I mean, it's literally just iron bars, iron trapdoors, some acacia trapdoors and ladders.
Acacia trapdoors and ladders. Yeah, I love it. I really appreciate this. It's just like, that's one of those like little simple things that really brings the build together. And it also makes the your gradient of the wall itself just kind of blend a little bit more, because it's not just a harsh gradient. There's just a little bit something extra to it.
Gives the smooth transitions from one layer to the next.
Yeah. Which, if you look at it from the back where you don't have anything, it really, you can see the difference, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't even notice the gradient. It's nice that you bring that up.
I may not know much about redstone, but I know how to make things look pretty.
There you go.
That is what I notice.
So inside of this
Yeah,
building
same here.
that we were looking at is my cactus farm. So every single one of the buildings here, I wanted to have some sort of farm in it, because this is my low-key industrial farm. So this is my super lost, definitely not lostless farm. I lose so much cactus on this thing.
Oh.
But it produces
It's hard
so
to not
much.
with a cactus farm, right?
Yeah.
Don't they all lose some?
But this way, there's so many layers that it doesn't matter if I lose any.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I think your efficiency would just double if you remove all the excess glass panes and only have like one between them to do where they would break, so there's less things for them to land on.
True. Well, I mean, truthfully, I could just take out every other layer and just put in water rows to wash it all out.
Also true.
But I think this thing, I did just clear it out, so it's only a single double chest. It was completely backlogged. I had to go and turn it all into bone meal.
I'm sensing a theme of the single double chest with you here.
So this is actually the last of it you'll see. If we were to cut right through this wall into the melon and pumpkin farm, I went a little bit more elaborate right behind you.
Ooh.
And once again, this thing was overproducing to the point where it's all just going straight into a composter.
Nice.
Just a passive bone meal farm.
So the grand plan is to wire it all in, and if we were to actually cruise back outside to that little alleyway behind the row homes, so right back over here, this area is supposed to have like garbage cans and all that, dumpsters, and all of the farms are supposed to feed into chests that I would access from here.
Nice.
Or I can flip a switch, and I eventually plan on building a tree farm somewhere around here, and it will route all the bone meal that it produces to that.
To the tree farm. That would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It's kind of my full circle plan. So inside...
Oh, we've got maps again.
Yep, so inside this kind of arrow-shaped building, we can see the maps of the area that need to be updated again. So the roads were black in this map because it was basalt, but then I went back and changed it out to the deep slate, which actually turns it gray. So yeah, this building, I wasn't quite sure what to put in it, so I just went ahead and dropped a villager breeder. So this is just a logical geek boy
nice.
villager breeder. I wanted them to be upstairs in the penthouse.
I'm sorry, that was way funnier than it should have been. That really tickled me.
They're living their best life for what they're doing. Just partying like rock stars up in the penthouse suite.
Oh man, I don't know why I found that way funnier than it probably should have been. I use Logical Geek Boy's tutorials a lot for a lot of my redstone. He does very simple to follow tutorials. So
100%.
Yeah.
that is a recommend I would definitely put out.
And I always make sure that, I mean, half my series seems to be sponsored by Logical Geek Boy.
The unofficial sponsors.
Right.
I like it.
So I guess we never talked about my ginormous glass skyscraper here. This is just home to my concrete converter. So this is a Mr.
Nice.
Bozuki design. And it uses the standard TNT duper method to convert or blow it all up after it's been converted. It's got the splitter right here, and this thing is fast.
Nice.
All right, where's the lever? Let's see it go once.
So here, let me get some blocks and I'll feature it.
This is the time that in the test world this is going to break and it'll be hilarious.
Right.
That'd be perfect.
All right, here we go.
Killed the villager, broke the TNT.
Good color choice there. Orange and
like
black.
what you did there.
And it broke.
Awesome.
Oh,
Perfect.
maybe I just can't keep up with it.
It's thinking.
Everything I've always seen is it's like impossible to keep these things running properly, so I've been terrified to build one of these.
Surprisingly, they're pretty easy to fix if once you understand how they work.
Yeah.
That and also
It looks like Ricky and Miah just dueling against each other.
So did we check out the top of the brick building here?
No, we did not.
So I added in a little bit of like a skylight, which is now covered up by snow. But I wanted to make sure I got some of the light levels down into the farm.
You'll have to get some string out here to get rid of the snow.
Yep, that's long-term goals. I was all excited about building in a mountain biome up until I remembered that it snows above level, 80?
Mm-hmm.
Which is almost every single building.
That's
Don't see very much of it. Have you put string out on stuff already?
Not
this is pretty
yet.
covered.
It's mostly just been to control the vines.
What we got going on up here?
Oh, up
A
here.
helipad.
I thought it seemed fitting.
I don't know. I like it.
This is
I
another.
was wondering what the spider web was, but from an aerial view, that's a clever use to give that great look to it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like the catch net. If a person ever got blown off by rotor wash, that'd keep them from falling, to their death.
Oh, that's great.
Important information.
Right. And this is another thing that my viewers will see is different. This was just solid black and yellow before. I came back in and added all the bushes and the dirt, as well as on the side of the skyscraper, I added in all the vines and stuff hanging off the sides of the broken windows.
Look at us getting sneak peeks.
This is what this is for. This is the grand reveal.
Love it.
And unfortunately, since this is only 25 episodes, this is about all I've done so far.
Hey, that's a lot for 25 episodes.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
When you really think about it, that's not that many.
Yeah, I'm a little over 25, and I haven't done this much. I've been wasting my time, man. What the heck?
So I think I've got 2 different series. Each one's at about 10 episodes. So
Nice.
this is a lot.
This has been a blast to make, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So one of my favorite views is actually right over here now that I've finally finished the roads, looking right down this main street.
Oh yeah, look at that.
There's a screenshot opportunity.
For sure.
And then if
like
you
that
were,
building in the background in the middle there.
Here, we might be able to get F5 mode here.
Oh. Cheese.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, have you seen your headlights since you got the fancy sunflowers?
I did just look at them. They definitely look more star-bursty.
Yeah, I like that. That's a cool look.
It almost kind of looks like, the glass is broken out, so it's kind of got the 2 different tones of depth.
Yeah. The middle of it matches the item frame too, so that's nice.
I should go back through and make the item frames invisible. That's what I should do.
Yeah, there is that option. I don't know. I think they look good.
I'm no car expert. I just wanted to fill some spaces.
Yeah, I've never built a car.
Let me get a cab
Hello.
over here. Give me a cab.
Oh, that's a great shot too.
Don't mind me.
Oh, I love it.
One thing
shot
that
that.
Yeah, the little cab light up here.
there you go. One thing that I noticed when I was making these cars before I started putting all the leaves on them is with the blocks being straight on the ground here, they actually kind of look like either low riders or like all the tires have gone flat.
Yeah. Busted suspension.
Yep. It all rusted out. And then
I think that's how it was.
Nah, it's fine. It's a
Test
copy.
world. Fake world.
Yep.
Shh.
Plant the TNT quick while he's not looking. Now, one of my other favorite views, especially with shaders on, is right through here, kind of highlighting that brick building.
Yeah, you had a picture of this, right?
I
I
got
saw
a
this view
few
before.
on my Instagram, so drop some plugs in there. If you want to see them, go check out my
Nice.
Instagram.
There you go. Epic view.
Yeah, I just wanted you guys in here to help promote my series, that's all.
I see how it is.
More plugs across more channels.
Using us for our viewers.
He's on to me. All right, tour over.
Here's
Server
the funny
goes dead.
part. Time has more subscribers than the 2 of us
I know, right?
I love the sign, parking garage here.
That's the plan. It was one of those like, oh, that looked good. I better put a sign on there before I forget. Because I will
I've
forget.
done that.
And then I got
I have done that.
one over here that's kind of now hidden by bushes. This is where it's supposed to be like a quad building for my tree farm. A TNT tree farm should be right somewhere in here. I wanted it close to my other farm so I didn't have to plumb the bone meal too far.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
And I started off with this world of mapping everything out with wool and building out a whole bunch of the kind of stick frames and such. But then I started building and realized that my scale was completely skewed. So I just started winging it.
Nothing
That's
wrong
the
with
way
that.
to go, man.
Because originally this kind of arrow-shaped building was only supposed to be like this tall. And the glass skyscraper was only supposed to be like this tall. And then I built this. And I was like, oh, it's taller than one of my tallest skyscrapers. Well, that's not going to work.
Well, they feel right the way they are now, for sure.
I
You
definitely,
chose right.
I wanted the forced perspective. I wanted when you are on the ground to feel like you're in what used to be a thriving city. That was
I'd
at,
say you're nailing it.
its very large peak. I took a lot of inspiration from New York for a lot of these buildings. I.e., the Dark Power State building.
Yeah. And the Stagnal building here. That's a pretty iconic one, right?
Yes. Yeah, I forget what its address was, but yeah, this one was heavily inspired from New York as well.
I'm looking forward to seeing your oceanside terraforming take shape.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a project. That might actually be a deep slate project, kind of like the same thing we did on the zoo.
Two things. Are you going to have a dock system out here?
So I thought about having a little bit of dock out here, but I didn't think it made too much sense with a tsunami wave. It would have eliminated the entire dock system. I might do where it used
I think you
to
should
be.
put like some ruined posts of where one used to be.
Yeah.
So I actually kind of thought of having the idea of right here, do a kind of diagonal cargo ship that's like got ran aground into the cliff, and that was going to be my storage unit for the area.
Nice.
I like it.
Cargo ship. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
It's a great idea.
Like it got washed in with a tsunami, and that's kind of where it's rusted and landed, and that's where all my items will flow into.
Okay, next question. Where is the ruined Statue of Liberty going?
I'm not sure. I actually, instead of the Statue of Liberty, I thought about putting the Space Needle to kind of represent Washington State.
Ah, nice.
Give them a little bit of, an Easter egg from where I'm from, or grew up at least.
That's cool. Yeah, this
Is
is
this a Junglewood wrecked ship?
Yeah, Junglewood and Dark Oak.
Oh wow.
What? I'm sorry. I know
And regular oak?
Oh, and
I know this
spruce.
isn't your build, but like it's just like really throwing me off.
Yeah, because half the ship is Dark Oak, the other half is Spruce.
Yeah, that's a trip.
I never realized that it was a halfie like that. Little fun facts right here.
Yeah. Here's Time making this fantastic looking city. Hey, look, a boat.
Hey, look, a standard generation boat.
Glad I could contribute.
There we go. With all those fun little distractions aside, we went back, did a little bit more talking, but unfortunately, my friends, that is going to have to conclude my world tour. I gotta end this episode off in shaders, because it absolutely makes this world that much better. I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode. Be sure to click that like button, subscribe if you are new. It really helps out the channel, and I'm really trying to grow my community, and I'm hoping that this world tour will do just that. So make sure that if this is what made you subscribe, go ahead and drop that down in the comments. And also be sure to check out Miah Quests and RickyCFT's channel and give them a subscribe as well, because you never know, we might be doing some work together in the future. Alright, my friends, I do hope that you enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good one, everyone!